This is the one change that made Notion useful. If you're still not finding Notion to be that useful, then this is the number one key skill to learn. And that is changing the way that you approach Notion. See, most people see it as a new version of documents. You open up a new page and you treat that as a document. You drag and drop your images, you use some columns, you write some text. That is just an aesthetic document. What you need to do is change the way that you view Notion from a document to a system. See, a document is just a document. You know what a document is. But see, a system is when multiple things are working together. And when things work together, you work faster, you work better, you work smarter. Now, Notion has a lot of features and it has a lot of tools at this point. So I'm not going to overwhelm you in this video with a billion different things that you could learn. So I thought, what is the number one thing to learn if you're trying to reframe the idea of Notion being a document to being a system builder? Well, that number one skill is linked databases. If you haven't used it before, don't get overwhelmed. This is going to be a short and concise video that teaches you how linked databases work. So you no longer see Notion as static pages. Instead, it has the possibility to be your all-in-one system. Now, before I get into the tutorial, if you can't bother learning all this stuff and you just want an all-in-one system, then my all-in-one Notion template headquarters is linked in the description. It handles your life buckets, your projects, your tasks, your notes, your resources, and I built it from the ground up using the skill that we're going to learn today. But if you can't bother learning that skill, then again, there's a link in the description to my all-in-one template, and then you don't have to learn this stuff. But for those of you who do want to learn, let's understand linked databases. So here we have a blank page, and what I'm going to do here is just call this a dashboard. And in this tutorial, I'm going to change the way that you approach calendars and tasks. See, most people see the calendar and the task list as separate things. You know, I've seen these dashboards a billion times, stuff like that. And then further down on the page, they have a separate to-do list. Task 1, task 2, task 3. Now the problem is this to-do list here with these tasks, that's the same thing as your calendar. This here is a task and this here is a task. But now you have to check this list and you have to check this list. And then others might have pages with a specific project. So let's call this project A. And then in here, you'll also have different tasks. Task 1, task 2, task 3. So I have to check this list, and then go onto the project page to check this list as well. But with the skill we're learning today of linked databases, you can see how these three here can actually all be connected and work together, aka actually become a system. So let me delete this. The first thing I'm going to do here is use the scary tool of databases. Now I'll select this one here of table view, and I'll click here on new empty data source. Now this here will be my to-do list. So here what I can do is write my task 1, task 2, task 3. Now we're going to make an incredibly simple to-do list today, but they can have way more properties. My headquarters template has a bunch of properties for the to-do list that helps you to reorganize your task list and a bunch of other stuff. But today we just want to learn linked databases, so I won't add too many properties. But one thing we do need for a to-do list is a checkbox property to know whether we've actually done the task or not. And an important one is the date property. When am I going to do it? So here I'll click on date. Now we will need another property, but we'll get to that later. Now we have my new to-do list. But at the top of the other one, we had our calendar. Now we were doing columns for that one, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but that's a terrible system. We're not doing that anymore. Instead, we are now going to use a linked database. So this here is the original database. What I'm now going to do is / and write calendar and click on calendar view. Now, if you don't know how Notion works, you can see the same database in many different views. So here, I'm just going to write to-do list, which was the name of the database. So I'm not creating a new database. Instead, I'm selecting the existing database that I have. So I'll click on that and keep this as a new calendar view. So as you can see, we have calendar here, but I could see this same database here in a bunch of different layouts. I could see it as a table, a board, a timeline, a calendar, a gallery, etc. But for now, I want to see this as a calendar. So I have my list and I have my calendar here. Now before we were just seeing the week, and I prefer that. So we're going to change the layout here to, instead of being show calendar as month, instead to just be show calendar as week. And now I can see my week view here. Now, because we are using linked databases, so as you can see, this little arrow here indicates that this is a linked database. That means that if I add task 1 here to today's date, it actually shows up in my calendar. Task 2 here to tomorrow. As you can see, task 2 shows up here tomorrow. Now, I don't know whether these tasks here have been completed. That's a bit annoying. So what I'm going to do here is change the setting to show the property of this checkbox here. So now I can see whether it's ticked in or not. And if I tick it in here, as you can see, it gets checked in here as well. Because again, this here is connected. This task here is actually the same as this task 1 here. We're just viewing this information differently. So this is step 1 to building a system. We've made a linked database here. But what we're doing now is seeing this on the same page. What if we want to see this on a separate page? Now let's go to level 2 of understanding systems in Notion, but still working with the linked databases. What I'm going to do down here is create a gallery view. And this gallery view here will actually be a new empty data source. And this here will be my projects. Now what I want is to have my to-do list showing up on the projects page. Like we were looking at before, it's nice to see the relevant tasks inside of a project, but I still want those project tasks inside my ultimate to-do list that has all of my different tasks in them. So we're going to use this thing called database page templates. Now page templates here are not the same thing as Notion templates. Notion templates is like the headquarters template that I mentioned before, where you download an entire system. A page template is actually just a template for a specific database. So I could create page templates for my to-do list. So we're going to create one for this projects one. Now for this to work, we need to connect this database, aka the same as this database. We want to connect these to the projects database. So I'll click here on plus, and we are going to use this scary property called the relation property. So if I click on that, it's now going to say, what do you want this database to relate to? And I want to relate it here to project. And as you can see, it comes up here. So I'll click on projects. If you're not seeing it, you'll just search for it up here. So I'll click on that and say add relation. So now these two here are connected. So if I add a project here, let's call this project A. How does he come up with this stuff? So creative. If I now click here on projects next to task 1, I'll see project A. So I can click on that. So now we'll use this linked database skill to ensure that task 1 here is showing up on this project A page. So I'll click here on the down arrow and click on new page template. And this here will be new project. So every time I create a new project, I'm going to generate this page template. Hence it says you're editing a page template here. So we're going to do /database and click here on table view. And again, we're not going to do a new empty data source. We're going to write to-do list. And I'll click here on that and do new table view. Now, as this is a template, we're going to use a database feature called filters. So if I click here on filter, I can filter by the project. And I want to say only show me the tasks relevant to this new project. So I'll click on that. Do not select project A or any other project, or you'll have to manually change it every time because we're editing the template right now. So I'll say new project. And whilst you're learning filters, let's quickly learn sorting and groups as well whilst we're here. So let's add a sort to sort by the date. That way the date of the tasks will be ascending. And we're going to group this by the checkbox. So now all the relevant tasks to a project will show up on this page. And now I can click away. And I'll show you now how all of this is connected. See, this task 1 here is connected to project A. So if I now click on project A and select this new project that we created, automatically it loads in this task 1 here. And this is all happening automatically now for me. We have now built a system. If I say this task 2 here is related to project A, it now shows up on this project A page. As you can see, task 2 sits here. And because we're using this grouping feature, it's automatically separating the tasks we've done and not done. So if I tick this in, it gets ticked in here and moves to this checked in section. And if I click away, as you can see, it's checked in here. And as you can see, it's checked in here as well. Notion is no longer a static document. This one skill has now enabled us to make Notion a system. Speaking of, if you want my all-in-one Notion system, then click on this video here. I go through the entire template and everything that it has to offer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in this video.